Alright guys, good evening. My name is Mr. Redefined. I am the CEO of Mr. Redefined Clothing Africa. Right here, in today's video, we want to explain to us how to make a particular outfit that will have a shoulder pad. And then before I get to that video, I had to first and foremost, what I wish to talk to us in the group, be it a Telegram, on YouTube, wherever platform or whichever platform you are seeing this video from. I want to thank us for being together in the group, for trying our best to make sure we practice whatever that was taught. I do get some DM people showcasing their work to me, right? And the works, they have been all encouraging. But then for those of us that are yet to practice, please, I'm begging all of us to make sure you try your best to follow up these videos. I know sometimes life issues comes up which might not allow you to practice whatever that has been taught or is being taught, but then just know that problem not the finish. So you just have to take your time, do the best you can, and leave the rest to God. Try your best to build yourself. Now you might be seeking for solution from different angles, assistance financially, otherwise, but then all you need to know is that when you are well equipped intellectually, now people will come and pay for your services. Now I understand the fact that most of us might be having issues, for example, how to get an industrial sewing machine, how to rent a shop, how to get things working, a good generator, how to get apprentices, how to get customers. Now all these things can never start a day. They can't start all together in a day. It's a gradual process. Now there was a time I was using butterfly to learn how to sew. There was a time I was using buttonholes machine to sew my senators. But right now, I'm sorry to say this, I can't even use buttonhole machine to sew a complete outfit. It's not as if it's not good. It's as if I have forgotten how it's been used. For over some years now, I have used industrial machine, right? And I didn't just start up growing to be the brand I am today. Don't forget, I'm still growing. I haven't still arrived. I'm still pushing forward. But then, for some of us that are yet upcoming, they will be dreaming and wishing for being a big brand. There's nothing wrong by dreaming and wishing, but it's wrong if you are dreaming and wishing but you are not practicing. Be in mind that God blesses those already on the pipeline. Now you have to know or note that if you want to have a brand of your own, branding has many challenges that comes with it, right? There are level of expectations that your customer must have or will have in mind while coming to you. Now for example, you won't have a brand grade A and sewing a brand that is yet upcoming, meaning you won't have a well furnished shop or outlet or office, and your work is like those in the remote areas or in the village. Now if you want to have a top-notch brand, first and foremost, build your skill from the scratch. While you are building yourself, you're not praying for money to come your way. You're not looking for assistance, because anybody that will finance you or support you must be convinced in a way that he will be able to invest in you, because nobody would like to invest in you when you have not shown yourself worthy, right? So all you need to do is start to build yourself. Building yourself will take number of months, years, as the case may be, depending on how constant you build yourself. So you won't compare your 1 step or 10 steps to somebody else 100 steps. It's not possible. So all you need to do is start now. Today is never late. Don't be tired, don't be lazy to start up boggling yourself to do marvelous things. Now a day begins a story. Now you have a whole lot of budgets, a whole lot of plans. You want to buy a nursery machine, you want to get a shop, a good generator, a weaving machine, and all those stuff. They are all good. You and I know that money is not in Nigeria. Nobody has money, but then people are still making it here in Nigeria. So now what I want to tell you is, start working, start building yourself. There will be a time you build yourself and you get to a level that people will trust you with large amount of work that will in turn give you enough money to secure your tools, your working tools, one by one. You have to start working on your finishing products, your rate of delivery, your speed. Now people will start trusting you with works of 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, and then and so on and so forth until the point of 1 million. Now you don't have to be so anxious to get to the top, right? Don't be anxious of international stage while you lose your local stage. What do I mean by this? I mean, in your area, I know most times it's not really by where you're staying, or your neighborhood might not be able to patronize you yet. It's possible, but then you need to conquer your vicinity, your city, your state. You talk about another state, country, right? And then you higher and higher. But then if you have not conquered your immediate family, meaning if your siblings, your parents, your dad, your mom are still making clothes outside when you were a designer in the family, there's a problem. There's a big problem. It's either your works are not yet good, or you have something to work on yourself. Because the moment your dad or your mom or your siblings can boldly put on your clothes for occasions, church, weddings, that means you are coming up to expectations. Because my mom happens to be a seamstress. Now I am the one that resigned her by the level of growth I have attained in this fashion business, and she likes putting on nice clothes always. So because I do make female clothes as well. Now when she started to demand for my works, like I should make for her, I tried my best to give her the best I could. Then, in as much as she's a designer, she still puts them on and then tell me where to work on myself, see where you need to work on. I focus on that area, I work on myself, I will come better, she will approve it, Now it got to a point whereby even if she's going to go for an occasion tomorrow morning, and maybe possibly she got the material tonight to make, she will prefer me to make it for her than she making it for herself, because she's now trusting my work more than even the ones she knows how to do, because their own era has passed. Now we are the new generation fashion designers that make something more unique and more fanciful. So now I happen to be making clothes for her, and she puts them on to church, weddings, occasions, events, and people do comment on the clothes she wear. Like, who makes your clothes for you? She'll be like, it's my son, oh my son. We're like, wow, really? I will come. He will make for me. And that is how I drew customers from her own direction. Then my dad, whenever she has something to wear to wherever he wants to go, he wants to go, then he will always tell me, help me and make some nice outfits, or one or two I will wear for this wedding, this occasion, and she'll give me time frame, and I will make sure I deliver the clothes. And she makes use of it to the occasion, and she must come back with testimonies that people loved her outfit, that they were asking him, sorry, people loved his outfit, that they were asking him where he made the clothes, and he said it's his son that made the clothes for him. Now his friends as well started coming to me to make for them. So if you notice, I started from my family to grow my fan base. I use my mom as a sample, as a model. I use my dad as a model. I use my brothers as models. And by the time I'm able to catch my mom's one or two friends, dad's one or two friends, my siblings one or two friends, I have had like barely 20 customers. Right now, you personally, if you're going for an occasion as a fashion designer, in as much as you don't have money in your pocket, please make sure that the clothes you're putting on is well tailored, is well sewn, is well ironed. Why? Because you might not know where you will meet your next customer. You might be like, I'm going for a burial, let me just breeze in and breeze out, I won't stay long. You now put on whatever you like. You might meet your biggest customer at burial. You might be like, let me rush for morning mass, 6 a.m. mass. For those of us that are Catholics, let me just rush to mass, and probably I won't enter the church. I will stay outside and follow and pray and come back to the house. You might, when after the mass, somebody might just be monitoring you, and he will block you, or she will block you and say, madam or oga, I've been waiting for you since, please, I want to make clothes. And the moment he sees you, the first thing he will do, natural human being, he will assess what you're putting on. And if what you're putting on at that hour is not impressing, it's not encouraging, it's not enticing, he or she is either he will withdraw, or he will reduce the way he will price, or if he wants to make 3 or 4 outfits, he might give you one at a trial. That's the reason you will hear, make one for me, let me try you out. But you can't tell me you're putting on a nice tailored outfit, somebody sees it and tell you, let me try you. Who does that? Nobody does that, of course. So you need to stand out. You need to step up your game. You need to come up. There's nothing like custom for me. There's nothing like juju, or nothing like juju in tailoring for my own best of knowledge. Your work is the greatest juju you will ever have. Your God you serve is the mighty juju you will ever have. Now you might be wondering, why is this person making it more than me? Now it might not really be easy, right, for everybody, but a day begins a story, right? So by the time you're able to conquer your family, make them your top customers, I know at the starting stage families might not be able to pay you fully, right? Now use it as as a kind of a sacrifice to grow your brand. As time goes on, they will start giving you some stipends. Like my mom, for example, if she's going to make clothes from my hand, she will buy me lining, she will get me fuel, she will give me all the clothes, all the necessary tools I need to sew with. And out of my own benevolence, I will tell her, don't worry, let me sew it for you, right? But at the beginning stage, all she will do is probably tell me, buy this material for me, take the money, buy the material, sew it. I'll use my hand to go and source for lining and stuff. But recently, in order to incur or reduce cost, right, I'll tell her, buy lining, buy everything you need, bring it, I'll find my time to sew it. Same thing with my dad. Most times I use my money to buy the fabrics for all of them and sew, and then give them. Just once I know they have an occasion and they need to stand out. And bear in mind that the reason I also do this, because people, since they have known that you're a designer, they will always be on the lookout for your parents, your siblings, to see the type of clothes they wear. Somebody screenshots my brother's status picture on WhatsApp, sent to me and say, I like this clothes your brother is putting on, please help me and make it. Because he was sure that I made it for him. So you can't lose your family members to other tailors and you expect other people to patronize you. It's not possible. It's not done. So that's for that. Then, for the sake of raising money, finance in your business. Now, this issue has been an issue people are kind of scared to talk about or to inform others on. Now, getting money for your business is not easy. I know it's not easy. But when I was in school, Futo, there's something my lecturer once told us in class. I think he was teaching business economics. I read agricultural economics. So he was teaching business economics, and he said, for every startup business, it's not ideal to use loan as the first capital. I'm like, how? If you don't have money, how then do you go about your other procurement of machineries and stores? He went further to explain. He said, it's not good to use loan to procure machines and other sewing items or whatever, in the case of sewing, right? But if it's generally for other machineries and other fields. So he said, it's only good to use loan when you have an existing business that you are sure that if you inject 10 naira, for example, within a week or two, you will get like 30 naira or 20 naira or 40 naira, as the case may be. Because the rate or the interest you will pay in the loan will not be long or will not be much, because you will pay at faster rate. But if it's for a startup business, that before you make the gain, you have incurred an interest that is very close to the initial capital you borrowed. So when he explained this in details, plus other things he said, but this is just the summary of what he said, I got to know that it's not ideal to use loan, right? Now, most of us are still battling with daily, monthly, weekly, and monthly income. How then do you intend to get a loan when you don't have an estimated income weekly, monthly, and daily? So my advice to you is, if you're struggling to get loans, the only way you will get loan is one, from your customers. I mean, when I talk about loan, I mean money. If you want to get money from your customers, step up your sewing, rise to the game, right? Like, try your best to push your sewing. Then try to know the current charge of individual styles and prices, because most of us, we undercharge, and that is the reason for our downfall. Most times these customers will tell you, I have somebody that makes it for 1 naira for me. No problem, oga or madam, please kindly go there. Simple. Don't stress yourself. Now, when you are able to get yourself equipped, your sewing cost will increase, so that whenever you are charging a customer, you will beat your chest to charge, I'm charging 10k for sewing, I'm charging 15k for sewing, I'm charging 8k for sewing. Then from there, you will start growing your capital base small. And most of us, when we are working, we have different mentality and mindset. We always think that as a startup person, if you get 20k as income, that money is not yours. It's for the business, for the shop, it's for the office. Keep it for the office. Most of us, we dip hand into the money and we take like 15k or 5k or 10k to solve another problem, forgetting that our business has a lot of problems pending in it. Now, I wish I can make this video to be shorter than this, but then I have to go in details. So please just bear with me and listen to the video as much as you can. Now, if you make 20 naira from your business, that money is for the company, it's not for your own personal use. You are still growing your brand, you have not yet had your base. So if you want to have your personal needs solved, look for somewhere else to get money, right? Now, I know it's not gonna be easy, but this is what I do, or I normally do, that you see me making some little progresses in fashion business, and it looks like magic, because I try to treat my business as an entity on its own. Now, my name is Ajoko J Justice. My brand is Mr. Redefined Clothing. Now, I see myself as a representative of Redefined. I see Redefined as a being, as an entity. I need to treat Redefined business, Redefined company, to the best of my ability for it to stand and move progressively. Now, I might not be able to have the best of cars, the best of money, the best of flashy things, but trust me, I try to make my brand have the best of machines, the best of comfort, comfortability, the best of accessories. It helps me to produce work at top rates, at top prices, at fast rates, and make sure I have enough human resource, like workers that work under me, which I will come to that. So if you are building your brand, you need to stipulate, you need to maintain a kind of a saving mentality that you must use it to grow your brand. If I tell you yearly or monthly, I inject nothing less than, okay, let's say monthly, in a month, apart from the running cost of my shop and stuff, I inject nothing less than 100k, 50k range in my office. Sometimes I ask myself, what am I lacking? Let me go and buy so that I will come up. There's what you call healthy competition, whereby those people you admire, look out for them, look at what they have, check what you don't have, plan towards getting what you don't have in your outlets, right? It might be of interest to let you know that I have a lot of fashion brands abroad that I follow up. I follow them not necessarily because I want to be like them, no, but I want to have that mentality that I'm yet to arrive. Because if you are following those that are of the same rate with you, you will think you have arrived. Look out for top brands, both Nigeria, internationally, wherever. Follow them, monitor their works. When they post, zoom, check what you can pick the good ones, leave the bad ones, and move ahead. That is how you learn on daily basis. It's not when you see their work, you scroll past their work. You do yourself. Most of them are better than you, right? So if you see their work, pause a while, zoom their work, check what you can pick, move. Our eyes and brain works hand in hand. Now, whenever you are making clothes, those things your eyes saw some time ago, it will replay on your brain. You will be able to recall them, and you'll be able to recreate those things in a better way, or in the same replica, in replica, right? So, grow your brand, save up money from your work, your income, and then if you happen to have any other sponsor, don't tell him, give me 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. They will run. Nobody have money to give you, like they will run. Just tell them, see what I need. I need the machine. How much is it? Don't tell them the machine is 200,000 or 150. Don't lie. Tell them the price. Tell them that this machine is, for example, this industrial machine is direct drive is 160, 165 now. Sir, please, I have 50,000. I need 110 from you. Even though you don't have 50,000, tell the person we have 50,000. Or if you notice that the person is able to give you the whole money, tell him to buy it for you. It's better that they buy the machine and give you than give you the money, because if you talk about the money, it will be hard for them to bring out 160,000 to give you. But if you tell them you need a machine, they will not ask you how much is it. You will tell them the price. So they will ask you how much do you have. Now most of the times we don't have the money. I have been there before. I know how it feels like. But sometimes for you not to miss the little they want to give you, still tell them you have, let's say, 10% of the money. Please, how can they help you? Most of them will see how serious you are, and they will now say, okay, I'll take the full money and pay back whenever you are ready. Some will give you as dash, some will give you as a refund stuff, right? So when you mention the machine you want, now don't dream to have two industrials at once. No, it's not really gonna help matters at all. It's not really gonna help matters. What you need is start with one, then use that one to work out the money for second one. Now, if you notice, I have mentioned about saving from your, I have mentioned first importantly, developing your skill, making your work to be as neat as possible. First thing I talked about. Second thing I'm talking about now is sourcing for funds from uncles, from relations, from friends, from whosoever, right? If they will, no problem. Now, if you develop your skill and keep on making attractive clothes, obviously apprentices must come. They will want to learn. People will want to learn from you. Now, learning from you, most people, and they don't have the gift of teaching, right? But then, because of the fact that you need the money, you need to learn how to teach to your best of your ability. Nobody was born perfect, right? Everybody learns one thing or the other in one way or the other. So you need to learn how to teach. So by the time you're able to learn how to, by the time you're able to get apprentices, if other tailors or designers around you are collecting, let's say 1,000 for example, or 1K, please don't charge 1,000. Charge 500 or 600. Lower your own price. Why? Because you need more people. You need more of them. Now, if you're able to get 10 people, for example, that paid you 500, you know how much you are getting. But if you're charging 1,000 and you have other neighbors charging 1,000, you people will be dragging the workers. Obviously, people will like to go where they have lesser price or lesser charge. So, if you're able to have 10 people that pays 500, for example, right, to learn, then the money they pay you, please don't squander it. Don't go and eat the money. Don't flex with the money. Look into your office, your shop, your outlet. Check what you lack and get them with the money they have paid. You are building your brand, for crying out loud. You're not there yet to make income and eat up and save and go your way. Since we don't have money to build our brand, let's start from scratch to build it. This is how I built mine. So if you get those people, they will pay you, then you use the money to secure more machines, generator, whatever, right? Fine. Then once you're able to do this, you will start having flow of apprentices. And when you have an apprentice, please make sure you treat him or her as your friend, as your brother, as your buddy. Don't bring this mentality of maltreating your apprentices. They will go and you will lose. But by the time you treat them rightly, they will go out there and bring more people for you. They will bring their friends for you. They have a whole lot of people that want to learn fashion business or fashion, sewing, but they don't know where to go to get the actual knowledge. So stand out, treat them right, make your place comfortable for them. So whenever they wake up in the morning and they remember you, they will just wake up and start rushing to work. And not when they remember you, they will sigh. They will go to the market first, go and cook soup, food, go home, rest, sleep small, and dress up, come to work by 11, 12. And because of the fact that you have taken the money from them, you won't bother. You won't ask them why are they coming late. You think because of the fact that you're not the one learning, you think it's not your business. It's your business, my dear. It's your fucking business. Sorry for the F word. It's your business. So the point I'm trying to make is, if you have charged anybody penny, once they have given you penny, make sure you impart that knowledge in them to the best of your ability. By the time you're able to impart the knowledge in them, they will go out there and bring in more people for you. And when they bring in more people for you, you will also charge. Before you know it, you start growing. Now you might not have a comfortable place to take in more students. Now once you start having apprentices that want to come and learn, now you crave for more space in your shop. Now look out for a bigger place, check the price. Now if the price is within range, whatever money you get from them, find another way to borrow money to add it up and go and pay for a bigger place and then relocate. Bear in mind that you're using the money they paid you to rent a shop for your work and also for them. Now that shop you're renting is an avenue for you to get more students. It's also an avenue for you to showcase your work to the public. Sorry. Right? So it's all about patience. It might take you a year, 2, 3 to achieve all this. I'm telling you now. I didn't achieve them within a month or 2. It's not possible, my dear. You can't do it that way. Except you have Dangote as your sponsor. That means you can go to Lekki, rent a shop, furnish it, start up work, employ workers, and start sewing. That's the only way you can do that. If you don't have any financial sponsor support from anywhere, my dear, you need to grind gradually. You win the race. So that's for the aspect of improving your skill, raising your price of cost of sewing, getting apprentices, treat them rightly. The next topic I will talk about is, if you are good in teaching, you can start up an online training. Online training gives you a platform to teach others and as well to learn. Because believe me, students also teach the tutor or the tutors. How? There are some questions they will ask you. You as the Oga haven't even thought about that before. Haven't even come across that before. Now before you answer them, you need to check yourself, check the question, balance the question before you answer them. By so doing, you learn. So there are some questions people ask me at the beginning. For example, how to calculate the neck of a customer. That first period I said, I don't know, that what I use is 2.5 by 3. And when the neck is bigger, I increase to 2.7 by 3.2. You know, when the neck is smaller, I reduce by 2.2 by 2.7. That was what I was telling them then. Then until one person asked me, have I heard about 2 pi r before? That where he or she lands, I think yeah, the Oga used 2 pi r to calculate the neck of a customer. And 2 pi r, are you serious? I said, okay, let me check it out. Oh, lo and behold, I picked up my phone, I typed in Google 2 pi r, and it came out. I went and collected my SS3 math textbook, comprehensive math textbook. I checked for the formula 2 pi r. It was correct. I had to work it out. And when I worked it out, I got the answer. And I now cross-check those neck I used to cut with those ranges. It was falling in place. And I said, okay, let me try it out on my own. I did the practical and it came out perfectly well. That was how I held on to the formula of 2 pi r for your neck calculations. So before I come up with the formula, I must have tried it out severally. Go front, go back, go middle, go sideways before I give it out to people to use. Right? So now, like I said, you can start up an online training, which will in turn help you to generate money. Now, but before you start up online training, there's a trick in every online training. You must make sure you give out free trainings for like a week or 2 or a month or 6 months or whatsoever number of months you want. Then before you start adding up fees. Now, those people you train freely are going out there to broadcast your brand, to announce your brand. People will now start looking out for you on your next classes. You start by charging 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, 5,000, and then 10,000. I have held a class that it was a 2 weeks class. I think they paid 10K for it. It was an advanced class, 2 weeks class, 10K, and I had 10 people in the group, and I got 100K under 24 hours. Right? So why I'm saying this to you is because for you to be aware that there are a lot of things there. But before people can trust you with their money, you need to have proven yourself to them by showing them that you have a lot to give, but then this is what you have for now. Okay, for a month you're gonna do a free training on cuttings, or you can pick up one style and focus on the style. Explain to your possible best. Give out videos freely. Don't hoard knowledge. It's a sin to hoard knowledge. It's a very big sin to hoard knowledge. Because the knowledge you're hoarding, the day you go meme or you go die, that knowledge will go. But if you had shared the knowledge to somebody else, and the person used the knowledge to make money or to improve himself, he will pray for you. God bless you. Somebody said in his mind or her mind somewhere else can go a long way to give you customers that you're looking for. God bless you might not really be when God should come down from heaven and bless you. No. God bless you can be from your fellow human being. Of course, that's how it should be, right? God bless you can be from your so long expected projects or plans or whatever. It can materialize at a tickle of an eye. God bless you can come from any aspect. God bless you can be expansion of your brand, branches all over. So that's for that. And then having said this, and like I said, it's not gonna be easy, but try out these few points I have highlighted for you, and when you're able to try them out, you will see that there will be a very big change in you. And next thing I need to also tell us is, for example, in the groups we have been, most importantly for those of us on the Telegram group, if you had paid me 1 naira, 2 naira, 100 naira, 1 million, 20 million, whatever amount you have paid to get access to my Telegram classes, please, that payment is solely for you. If your neighbor wants to join, tell him or her to meet me and pay. Even if they don't have the money to pay, I still have people I add free of charge. Once you give me enough reasons that you want to learn but you don't have money, I will make a chance to add you to my classes. Money no be problem, you know the finish. But then, if you're having the habit of once I download the video, once I send the video, you forward it to the person or share it to the person free of charge. No maybe you do. Now you they do. Because one day you go also do your own class and person go do it like that. You understand? So I'm just trying to say this to clear the air. I got a message this afternoon from a lady that has been one of my students. She said her husband wanted to share this video to a friend of his, and she refused. She told the husband to pay, to tell the person to pay me so that I'll add directly. You know, a whole lot of stories that comes on daily basis. You know, some persons will even go as way telling somebody else, let me pay you half of the money you paid and give me the access videos, whatever I send. It's all your business. Those videos, those things you are sending or you're sharing cannot remove hairs from my body. But karma knows everybody by name and by our addresses. That's just my own concern, right? So having said this, I think this will go a long way to help us and to encourage us as well to keep on pushing, right? Rome was not built in a day. So if you're having similar challenges, having listened to this video, I pray you will have the strength, the energy to continue. Don't give up. The more it gets hard, that means you are almost at your final or your success stage. Keep on pushing, keep on grinding. I pray for the best for you, and I pray by the end of these our interactions, all of us will come up as bosses from left and right. So at the day all of us will celebrate, all of us will come out with our convoy, with our testimonies. You know, I already have people giving testimonies how this class has been of help to them, have been of help, and then I think that's all, right? So if you have any concern, any question that you might not want to ask in the group, you can send me a DM on my number. right? Just find my number in the group or on the YouTube channel, send me a DM, tell me your problems. I won't give you money, but I will give advice. I will give you words of encouragement for you to push ahead. So if you face similar challenges, please don't give up. I was there, and in fact I'm still there, and because I'm still pushing, I'm still struggling. Okay, check the time of the day. This is 10:06. This is 10:06 p.m. This is look at the time, 10:06 p.m. right? 10:06 p.m. Now I'm still awake in the shop. I want to do video now of how to sew. So if at my stage I can still stay awake to this time just to make videos, just to prepare something for you guys, why are you sleeping? Sometimes sleeping is a sin for me. I feel it's a sin, yeah, but all of us need to rest as well. So if you haven't arrived, please spend your time wisely. Now the next thing I also need to tell us is, please make use of your social media accounts wisely. Most of us use it for just chatting and playing. I use mine for businesses. I use mine for contacts, right? Don't add up people that are not of help to you, right? So post your works on social media: Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. There are my 3 core social media handles or channels. YouTube is just for trainings. I post my works on Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. Make sure you make your number available. Have a business number. If you don't want to showcase your private number online, have a business number so that anybody can view your status and call you. If you're able to answer. Whenever you don't answer business calls, you put off the phone. But for people like us, we don't have anything hiding. Our number is our personal number, and our some number, everything our business number, right? Though I have some numbers that I use personally to call my loved ones and close pals, right? But my MTN number, the 0803 895 9186. This is my number from time immemorial. So try to make use of your social media account very well. When you upload your work, please use hashtags in Instagram. On Facebook, put your location, because your locations will help people within your business to locate you. Try to open Google accounts, like what's it called? Google account here, so that you put your business online on Google, right? Try to add swag to this work. Don't just make it look like a boring work and old man's work. Time has gone when fashion business is for old people. It's not for we, the young generation. Alright guys, I hope to meet us again, and I hope to draw more inspiration for us. I hope to produce more videos that will help us to learn. I hope to be there when we succeed. That's the best thing you can ever give to me. Seeing people succeed gives me joy, right? Because I feel if everybody is successful, there'll be less envy, there'll be less criminal activities, right? Who knows, if I'm not a fashion designer, who knows what else I could have been. But thank God I'm a designer, and thank God for the people I have tried my best to extend my little knowledge to, and how good they are doing. Shout out to all of you in the group. I love you all. So as I was saying, the next video you will see now will be the video on how to sew a particular outfit. I have already cut the outfit here. I will show us how to couple this. I will explain in details how to go about this. Now this outfit, we have a shoulder pad at the shoulder area. Now the shoulder pad, the essence of this is just to enhance the shoulder to come up a bit, something of this nature. It gives your customer that finishing. But please, before you try out this method, make sure you use your personal clothes to try it out, or use one of your closest customers asking to try it out, so that you will know the outcome before you adopt this method in your regular sewing. And it's not only meant for, and it's not meant for everybody. It's meant for some unique customers, your premium customers. Please, and don't make it look so common by showing for everybody that comes to your office. No, show this for your premium customers, those that are close enough that we understand and that you can make corrections with or for. So please, so I hope this video comes next, and I hope all of us will be happy we are part and parcel of Mr. Defined Clothing Africa. Like I said, we meet again. Thank you guys. See you in the next video. Bye.